And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Man, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. A give. This is Chubb. He can't get him down. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Flush to his right. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Murray into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Handoff comes to Chubb.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Going up top. This is caught, and he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Julian Love. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Daniel Jones.
Hassan Reddick. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
1st and 10.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Cardinals 14, Giants 6.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Down to the 25.
Number 26.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
the penalty, Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44, Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
8-yard pickup.
When we think about these two franchises, the Cardinals and the Giants, so much riding on their young quarterbacks. And they were the first two QBs taken in the draft back in 2019. Murray first to the Cardinals and Daniel Jones sixth to the Giants.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in mid-season ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Drake.
There it is.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
Kenyon Drake hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
For the extra
The
point.
Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Giants 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Cardinals 28, Giants 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
26,
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to pull loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hardman on the return.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Here's Murray from midfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
On the keeper.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Callaway on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff Spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
2nd and 10.
Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 27, Jones. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Goal, Arizona.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. O'Shane Ximines in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 32-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down and 4, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
That's good.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Barkley on the carry. Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Jones' pass intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Here's Jones. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Cardinal first down.
Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver.
And now it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys continue to pour it on.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Cardinals 52.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Valentine to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Isaiah Simmons.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
That's going to be a long day. Like 5. You better check smash. Check smash. 18 rattling. 18 rattling.
To throw again. Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That ball complete to Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Cardinals.
From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm. And nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws. But he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Valentine to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And my goodness, another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 66, Giants 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Ballantyne to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
On downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Completes it to Hardman.
Showtime, baby.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this? And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back to throw it, Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Isabella, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5.
Another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel.